So, hello again. This is a long-awaited comeback from me. Today we're going to hit the back and we're going to have a pull session. So, this is a bag where I typically put all my stuff. Then we also have water. Then I guess I'm going to take these shorts and we'll be a little pretty today, and that's why I want to use this t-shirt, this black t-shirt I have. It's really slim, so that's why it's going to emphasize my figure, but at the same time it's not going to be like super overpowering or something. That's why I love this t-shirt. Here's the final outfit, and here are the shorts, and the bag is ready. So, hello again. I just wanted to do an audio recording and just explain what we did here, because I wasn't alone. I was with my friend Dimash and also with my other friend Ilyas, who you're going to see in the video a little bit later. But as you can see right now, I'm doing the pull-ups, and this is our first and the main exercise that I do for my love growth, and I've seen a big improvements from the pull-ups. I try to do them to put my chin a little bit over the top of the things, but it is not sometimes possible, and that's why I just try to keep my body straight and I focus on bringing my chest up to the bar. Also, I wanted to talk about my split that I was running at that time. I was doing the upper-lower push-pull leg split, and this is, as I've previously mentioned, our pull day. I try to use a variety of grips, but for pull-ups particularly, I try to go wider as possible because I just feel my lats better this way. As you can see on the video, my wings are popping, so we're working on that. Also, why did I choose the upper-lower push-pull legs? Because I have a short torso relative to my body, and that's why my back and my chest are kinda lacking compared to the other body parts, and I was trying to bring them forward, but right now, as I record this video, I already switched to another split, and then I'm going to do the upper-lower arms to emphasize my limbs, my shoulders, my arms, maybe a little bit of neck, calves, but we'll see. You could probably saw my friend Dimash, and then we moved on to another exercise that we do next. So we did 4 sets of pull-ups, and now we switched to deadlifts, regular deadlifts, but the main cue here is to actually try to focus on the back. Because as we probably know, the deadlifts are the compound lift for the whole body, but since it is a pull day, I try to put my back into straight position, as you can see on the video, as I do a big breath, and then here the back is straight, and then I pull the weight up. Also, what did I do? By this the way, I feel my lower back fire, and I have a good pump in my lats as well. Yes, of course, it can be a little bit fatiguing for the whole body, but when you adjust it, and also when you don't use the super heavy weights, then I think it's fine. So for this day, I try to go with deadlifts 4 to 6 reps, and this is me doing 110 kilos, which is like 240 pounds for 6 reps, and I did 3 sets of 6 reps here. The technique is okay, at least I can feel my back, and also it is straight, so that's why no rounding, and I think it's pretty clear. Also, the bar was a little bit, I don't know, it was harsh on my fingers, and it was really painful to grab it. That's why I decided to go a little bit gay and use the straps, because I typically don't use them. I try to do everything with my grip only to build my forearms and my grip strength, and it actually increased. So that's why anyone thinking about the same thing that they want to improve, then it works. It really works to actually not use the straps and just go without them. But this way you gotta feel your muscle working and not your grip. So this is really technique based. Now the second exercise we do, it is a good old-fashioned T-bar row machine actually. And here we went to the Invictus Go actually. This is one of the most popular gym networks here in Astana where do I live. And actually it was Invictus Go 4 seasons, which I strongly recommend for anyone who wants to train their back. Here I'm doing also 3 sets. I try to go a little bit heavier here because I can feel my back stretching. Also, I pull, as you can see, 45 kilograms, and this particular machine is very humbling and you can go super heavy on it. And yeah, I try to grind my reps. Also, the main thing I focus on is to constantly applying pressure on my muscle and on my whole back, because as I start to just relax and then drop down the weight, tension comes off and I don't feel my muscle. So that's why even if it is not like the super heavy weight that I can go for, but at the same time I can feel like my back is constantly stretching, constantly working. So I think it's worth it. And yeah, also Dimash, my friend, helps me a little bit to grind these last reps, and that's it. So the next exercise, we go for the biceps because I wanted to like make a little break before we are going to smash it on the next exercise that you are going to see. And here we do the incline curls. I'm joking with him. I'm telling him like to shut up or something, or just to see me doing and masterclassing this thing. But yeah, we do incline curls. Also applying constant pressure on the biceps. I really love this exercise. It is really, consuming, I'd say. And also I feel super fatigued after that, but at the same time, it is very useful and it hits the biceps in the best way possible. We didn't film the first set, so it was actually my second set. And here in the right corner, you can see, yes, this is my second friend that I was talking about. And here's the last sets of incline curls. Yeah, I do only 6 reps minimum, but go for a little bit higher weight. But if someone wants to like do oppositely, then they can go with a little bit lighter weight and just do more reps. And here is one of the best machines that we have here in Astana, and it is called Universal Row, and also it targets your lower lats amazingly. Also, you don't use like super heavy weights. Apply constant pressure on your lower lats, and just in the last part of the rep, you try to squeeze your back as hard as possible, as you can see on the video, because I'm grinding the reps and I try to focus as hardly as I can in the last reps. Here Dimash helps me a little bit, and also we did like 3 sets of this. And as you probably notice, I do a lot of volume on my back, because as I previously mentioned, this is one of my weak areas. And I saw that by applying more volume and also by picking the good exercises, the compound lifts, not super isolation ones, I saw a big improvements in my back. Here, the second set, try to just go through the motion and focus on my head as well, because I'm not looking down, I'm trying to look high as possible, because it keeps your chest up, and by keeping your chest up, you are targeting your lats and your back better than if I would just look straight or maybe down. This is my last set, switched up the angle a little bit. Also, in the end, I tried to go for this hybrid between super wide and like super narrow grip, but it helps me to feel the lower portion of my lats really well. Riding through the reps, looking up, exhaling on my way down, and inhaling when I stretch my lats. Now we do a kind of a superset, but since there were a lot of people, we did it as 2 separate exercises. And the first one is the cable row. The classical one, we have this machine Techna Gym row. I didn't love it in the past, but now as I got a little bit more experience, I can feel my back working and contracting really good on this particular exercise, especially with the narrow handle. I don't know why, it just feels better for me. Here is the second set. We only did the 2 sets of this, and then we are going to do 2 sets of another exercise. Also, I'm doing a half stack because it was almost the end of the workout, so that's why I was like tired and stuff. Trying to focus mainly on my whole back, maybe the traps more, squeeze them as hard as you can. Since everything was was taken by other people, we decided to go with the pendlay rows. I love this exercise because it really puts you in the worst mechanical position possible, because you just gotta move the weight straight from the ground up, and it fires your entire back. And since our backs were really tired already, as you can see in Dimash's face, he's tired as me. This exercise is also humbling, but it targets your whole back, especially I'd say traps. Just try to be as stable as possible. Yes, maybe I could have controlled my reps a little bit better than I'm currently doing, but still, I was super tired at that time. I felt my back really good. I think that if you want to build thickness, this is the key exercise for you. You can just go heavy, kill yourself on this exercise. I don't know why I also missed the first set of cable curls, so that's why it is the second one. Here I tried to bring my elbows forward to isolate the biceps. Also, I'm not afraid to use a little bit messy technique, because cable, as I noticed from my experience, I lived for 2 years, I feel my biceps really well when I stretch it. So it is not only about the squeeze, because the squeeze was mostly emphasized on the incline curls, but here we try to just overload the bicep and do a good reps on the cable stack. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the workout. The last reps. Here I decided to do some posing. However, it wasn't from this day, it was from 3 days before this workout, but my pump was pretty similar at that time. Here you can see my back, my front lat spread, my front double bicep, my lats insert a little bit high. The back still needs a lot of work. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you the next time. Bye bye.